Hi, this is Mohammed once again. In this video, I'd like to demonstrate that resources of different subnets of the same virtual network can communicate with private IP address. This is a continuation of my previous video. So I'll create another virtual network. Not really another virtual network. I'll create another virtual subnet, and I'll create another virtual machine on that subnet. And then I can communicate uh, from that newly created virtual machine of this subnet with another virtual machine of different subnet of the same virtual network. So before doing this, I'd like to show you the graphically how it looks. So our Vnet is Vnet number 1, and we have 2 subnet. Before we created 2 virtual machine in subnet 1. Now I create one more subnet in Vnet 1, and inside this subnet I'll create one virtual machine named virtual machine 3. Then I will communicate from virtual machine 3 to virtual machine 1 and virtual machine 3 to virtual machine 2 with private IP address. So let's jump on the Azure portal and see how we can do that. So I minimize this one, I log in on my virtual portal, Azure portal, and create another, go to my virtual network 1, and inside the virtual network, I click on the subnet and create another subnet and give a name of this subnet, subnet 2 with address range 10.0.2.0/24, and then save it. Then it will create the subnet. Subnet is already created here. Now I go back home and create a virtual machine. Click on the create button, select this one. I'll pick up this virtual resource group, Vnet resource group, virtual machine name PM3, and choose the Windows 19 data center server edition image, and give a username and password like before, complex password. And the next, I'm not doing anything here. Networking. Here I choose it should be in the Vnet 1, but on the subnet 2. So everything is as well. Monitoring, good diagnostic disable, and then treat and review. It'll go through the validation process. Validation has been passed. I click create to create this one. This deployment is ongoing. Deployment is ongoing. I think it will create within 1 minute, and then I'll connect with virtual machine 3. This process is almost similar like previous video, how to create another subnet and creating a virtual machine on that subnet. I'd just like to demonstrate that different subnet resources can communicate each other if it is on the same virtual network. Deployment successful. Go to the resources. Our virtual machine 3 is already created, and I already logged in the virtual machine's dashboard, and I can show you this virtual machine has an IP address here, public IP address, and the private IP address here, and it belongs to Vnet 1 subnet 2. So I copy this one, copy the public IP address, and try to connect remotely with this public IP address test, and then connect, and it asks for the password. I give the username and password and try to connect and trust this certificate, and it's connecting the virtual machine 3, and I already just tried a little bit before, and it shows this prompt. I already opened the prompt for the quick demonstration. So command prompt, if I push like host name, and it will show the host name. If I keep put IP config, it will show the IP config. And now I go back portal again, and I'll go to virtual machine 1 and copy the IP address and open another session with remote desktop connection with the virtual machine 1's IP address, and it will ask for the username and password for this virtual machine 1. I give the username and password of the virtual machine 1 and try to connect and trust the certificate of virtual machine 1. So I'll put this one side by side. This is virtual machine 1, how it's proving that host name is VM1 is shown here, and this is VM3 is shown here. This is VM3 and this is VM1. Now I try to communicate from VM1 to VM3. Now from VM1, I ping VM ping 10.0.2.4 is checking, is request timing out. So there is some issue, we need to troubleshoot this one. And I go back VM3, I ping 10.0.1.4. From virtual machine 3, I'm trying to ping virtual machine 1. From 3 to 1, it works. And from virtual machine 1 to 3, it doesn't work because of the firewall. Our firewall in virtual machine 1 is open, is disabled for the private network. But for the virtual machine 3, this configuration is not done. So from virtual machine 3, I run this firewall command, firewall.cpl. it will come up with this firewall information. Turn on the Windows Defender, turn off, and then OK. And then close this one and go back to command prompt and ping again from virtual machine 3 to virtual machine 1 with ping 10.0.1.4. Now I hope it will work. Now it works. So this is the way we can communicate in between two resources of two different subnet of the same Vnet using the private IP address. Thanks for watching.